Let's go. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me again. Welcome back to Tea Time. What the fuck, I messed that up again. Welcome back to the Tea Party. Today, we're going to do the same thing we were always doing and we will always be doing until I decide to stop this or get lazy or procrastinate or just the multitude of other reasons why I could stop. But anyway, today we're here, so let's start. Before we start with the news of the day, I want to start a new segment called Look How Cute It Is. Alright, so here is a bird standing on a key. And I hope that that brightened up your day quite a bit, because it did mine. Anyway, let's begin. Our first news story of the day. Kanye West reaches 6.6 billion in net worth and becomes the richest black man in US history. So he was able to achieve this with the success of his Yeezy brand. Don't think that he did this by the sales of his music albums. That's usually just a very small percentage. With anyone who's smart in the entertainment industry, they know that this fame is 15 minutes. It's not going to last. So they always have to diversify their assets whenever they're doing this. So what they do is they start their own business or they invest. It's usually something like this that always goes on, right? Kanye West has a very popular brand called the Yeezys, which sells the most ugliest shoes that has ever been conceived. I am sure that if I tried, I could make something that looks better than Yeezy shoes. But that's the point of Yeezy shoes, okay? They're so different that you want to buy them. And this is basically what he does. It's over-the-top expensive products that come down to this. It's something that Jay-Z also does. He has more money than Beyonce does. All of this information is according to People Magazine's new research. 6.6 billion, that's something huge. I wonder how much Kim Kardashian gets after the divorce. But yeah, big money. Next, Microsoft tried a 4-day work week in Japan. Productivity jumped 40%. All right. I am always for working less and making more money, so I'm assuming everyone else is. This 4-day work week thing has been a trend around the world, especially in Japan because of its hectic work conditions. Their overwork culture. I mean, I'm assuming all of you at some point have heard something along those lines of it. So this 4-day work week plan thing was tried out in smaller companies a lot and it gained a lot of success. And now Microsoft has done this and it shows that even larger companies are able to be successful with the 4-day work week. The company introduced this program this summer in Japan and it was called the Work-Life Choice Challenge. Which shut down its offices every Friday in August and gave all employees an extra day off every week. And productivity, they measured that by the sales per employee, went up by 40% compared to the same time period the year before. 40%. It is important to note that now there is a lot more online sales that happen compared to before. So that is a factor, but still, it's a huge progress. And I think people should just do this everywhere. Like do this in Dubai specifically, because I work here. Less work, more pay. Let's go. Anyway, in addition to reducing work hours, managers also urge staff to cut down on the time they spend in meetings and responding to email, which is, of course, that's just very logical. They suggest that the meeting should last no longer than 30 minutes. I have never really worked in a place where there's a lot of meetings. It's just so weird to me. I mean, I've worked in internships and all. I haven't really worked in a proper place, so Even the places where there was a lot of creativity, a lot of collaborations, nothing was like, we never lasted 30 minutes. Or even if there were meetings that did last 30 minutes, they'd at max be once every 2 weeks. So I always look forward to the meetings. So yeah, it's really weird. But I guess this is just how companies are. Next, US woman gives birth to first known baby with COVID antibodies, doctor said. A woman in South Florida who had received 1 dose of the coronavirus while pregnant recently gave birth to the first known baby with COVID-19 antibodies. So she received a first dose of the Moderna vaccine in January at the 36th week of her pregnancy. So this has not been absolutely confirmed as of yet. It's just there is a potential for protection and infection. The infection risk reduces because they tested it on the baby cord. But great news overall. Next, we are going to a little bit more hard news. Kenyan Court upholds ban on female genital mutilation. Kenyan's Constitutional Court has dismissed a petition to strike down the Female Genital Mutilation Act, which outlaws the traditional practices of female circumcision. To me, it's baffling why people would go back and try to remove that act. If you've not heard of female genital mutilation, God, you live in such a privileged area. Like, I am part of you as well. This is something that was practiced a long time ago. Female genital mutilation, I'll let you guys read up on it. I'm not going to explain a lot of this. Gross, and it's disgusting, and this is a definition of traditions that needed to be changed because it just brought harm. In some terrible cases, the pain would last their entire lifetime. Incredible work by the Kenyan court, because they just listened to science and statistics and they made decisions accordingly. And not only that, they heard the people's voice as well. Next, on to local news. No final exams for public school students. Where was this when I was in school? Education regulators in the UAE have clarified the second semester final examinations will not be held for public school pupils. I mean, this is really good, but I'm just so envious. Why was I was never a fan of exams, and I mean, it's not just me. Like, it's at this point, I've talked to so many professors, so many students, many people who just disagree with the concept of exams altogether. But it's just the case. The sooner they change it, the better. And the way that they're substituting this examination is the right way that I feel like students should be assessed. So the pupil's performance in the second term for all grades will be evaluated as per the formative or progressive assessments. So this is one small test that'll be there, which is fine, totally understandable. And then the projects that they work on. This is how it should be, guys. Come on, force your schools to change. Come on, CBSE, you can do better than this. I heard that they are changing, but it'll take a few more years. Probably by the time my nephew gets to that particular age. So hopefully he doesn't have to go through the terrible education ways that we had to go through. Next, I just thought this was hilarious. Woman racks up traffic fines of 247,000 dirhams with 414 offences. What? She committed an average of 4 violations per week for 3 years. I mean, at some point, I have to give her credit for the consistency. I mean, it's amazing. It's actually amazing how like they could have gone by far. Like she was never informed about this. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right there, guys. Stay safe, drive safe. Make sure that you don't cross the speed limit. Don't listen to those people who are like, "Ooh, you drive below the speed limit. You're such a loser." No, be safe. All right, okay. All right then. Until next time. Bye-bye.